Welcome to Royal Lovers. I am your host, Carl. Today, we delve into a topic that's been making headlines: King Charles's health condition. Reports from the Daily Beast have raised eyebrows and stirred conversations, leading us to question the official narrative. Is the palace painting a rosier picture than what's real? Are there hidden truths yet to be disclosed? So many questions. And here we are, ready to sift through the rumors and facts. Dive in with me as we unfold the story behind King Charles's health. The Buckingham Palace, home to King Charles, portrays a picture of calm and steadiness. Despite the king's health issues, the palace has been steadfast in providing regular updates about his condition and ongoing cancer treatment. It's a commendable approach, ensuring transparency and quelling any potential rumors. But one can't help but wonder, is there more to it than meets the eye? The palace's silence on specific details, such as the nature of the king's cancer and the estimated timeline for recovery, has been a point of contention. While they've managed to maintain a steady front, this lack of information has only fueled speculation and concern. Unlike the team at Kensington Palace, they've managed to steer clear of any major missteps or falsehoods, but this doesn't stop the public from questioning the true state of King Charles's health. However, is there more to it than meets the eye? As the speculations rise, one can't help but wonder, is the palace revealing the complete truth? In the midst of all this uncertainty and conjecture, it seems that the public may find it easier to speculate about King Charles's health rather than the Princess of Wales's situation. An interesting observation, wouldn't you agree? It's as if we're more comfortable dissecting and discussing the health of a king rather than a princess. Perhaps it's due to the traditional patriarchal structure of the monarchy, or maybe it's just a reflection of our societal norms. Now let's delve a little deeper. Could it be that there's an element of projection or obfuscation at play here? Are we, as a society, projecting our own fears and anxieties onto the king's health? Or is the palace employing a strategy of obfuscation, clouding the facts with a shroud of mystery? It's a fascinating conundrum, to say the least. And then there's the other side of the coin. While we're all busy speculating, projecting and obfuscating, it's important to remember that there's a very real human being at the center of all this. King Charles, a man who has dedicated his life to his country, is now facing a personal health crisis. And while the world watches and waits, he must navigate his way through this challenging time, all under the relentless glare of the public eye. But let's circle back to the speculation. It's a curious thing, isn't it? How quickly rumors can spread, how easily they can take on a life of their own. And in the age of social media, these rumors can reach every corner of the globe in the blink of an eye. Ultimately, we must remember that only those within the palace walls truly know the state of the king's health. The rest of us are simply spectators, watching from the sidelines, piecing together fragments of information and forming our own narratives. And so the speculations continue, the projections persist, and the palace remains a fortress of secrets. It's a game of whispers and hushed voices, isn't it? Tom Sykes of the Daily Beast presents a rather different narrative. He's penned a lengthy piece, shedding light on the ongoing modifications to Charles's funeral plans, and the whispers surrounding the palace's possible concealment of Charles's true state of health. It's a bold move, a daring dance around the strict guidelines British journalists must follow. Sykes introduces his readers to a world of conjecture, of hushed voices and hidden truths. He carefully navigates the labyrinth of royal health disclosures, hinting at a reality that may be much grimmer than what Buckingham Palace wants us to believe. His words echo with a barely concealed implication that Charles's health might be rapidly deteriorating. He doesn't explicitly state that Charles has bladder cancer. Oh no, that would be a step too far, even for an article destined for an American outlet like the Daily Beast. But he does offer it up as a hypothetical, a possibility that cannot be entirely dismissed. It's a masterstroke of journalistic finesse, providing just enough information to stoke the fires of speculation while maintaining a veneer of plausible deniability. And then there are Sykes's sources. He's got insiders in both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace, individuals privy to the inner workings of the royal health machine. If these sources are growing concerned, then perhaps there is cause for worry. It's a stark contrast to the sunny optimism projected by the palace, promising Charles's return to good health by June. So, we find ourselves caught between two narratives: the palace's steadfast assurance of Charles's recovery and Sykes's insinuations of a more serious condition. It's a dissonance that sets the stage for our next segment, where we delve into the hidden hypotheticals and what they might mean for the future of the monarchy. Sykes's sources, however, paint a gloomy picture. They whisper of a reality far removed from the rosy outlook presented by the palace, hinting at a future fraught with uncertainty. But for now, we can only wait and watch as the story unfolds. A hypothetical situation or a hidden truth? Now that's the question on everyone's mind. The intrigue surrounding King Charles's health is akin to a royal whodunit, with the main suspect being bladder cancer. This speculation isn't baseless, mind you. Tom Sykes, a seasoned royal correspondent, hinted at this possibility in his article for the Daily Beast. Sykes's suggestion, shrouded in ambiguity, is a masterstroke. It's a well-known fact that British journalists are bound by certain restrictions when it comes to publishing sensitive information about the royal family. A direct assertion about Charles's cancer would likely be met with a swift and stern reprimand. However, by introducing this as a barely hidden hypothetical, Sykes cleverly circumvents these constraints. Perhaps you're wondering why this approach. Well, in the world of journalism, where facts are sacred and rumors are to be avoided, this method allows Sykes to float a possibility without claiming it as a confirmed fact. It's a delicate dance of words, a tightrope walk on the thin line between speculation and confirmation. So, are we looking at a hypothetical situation, or is it a hidden truth? The answer, unfortunately, remains shrouded in mystery. It's like trying to decipher a cryptic crossword, where the clues are subtle and the solution elusive. One thing, however, is certain. Tom Sykes's words have ignited a flurry of speculation, bringing the spotlight back on King Charles's health. In the end, whether it's a hypothetical situation or a hidden truth, only time will reveal. Until then, all we can do is wait and watch, hoping for the best for King Charles. But remember, the palace's silence or ambiguity should not be mistaken for deceit. It's simply their way of handling a delicate situation, maintaining dignity and respect for the king in these trying times. So, is this as close as we get to a confirmation about Charles's diagnosis? For now, it seems so. The royal health saga continues, and we'll be here, keeping a close eye on the unfolding narrative. The palace's projection and the gloomy quotes, a hard reconciliation indeed. We are in a place of contrast where the palace's optimistic projection meets the ominous whispers of Tom Sykes's sources. The palace, like a well-oiled machine, has been maintaining an aura of calm and resilience. They continue to assure us that King Charles's treatment is progressing well, and by June we can expect to see him up and about. On the other hand, we have Sykes's sources, voices from within the palace walls, voicing concerns that paint a different picture. They hint at an underlying reality that may not be as rosy as the palace wants us to believe. It's a classic case of contrast, a situation where two narratives are fighting for recognition, leaving us, the observers, in a state of uncertainty. But let's pause for a moment and consider the palace's stance. They are not just managing the health of a king, they are managing a nation's morale. They are tasked with the delicate balance of transparency and maintaining a sense of stability. It's a tightrope walk, and they are doing it with grace under pressure. On the flip side, Sykes's sources, their gloomy quotes, are they the voices of truth or just whispers in the wind? They may be closer to the situation, but they are also subject to the human element of fear and speculation. They are not immune to the weight of the situation and the concern for their king. So, where does that leave us? It leaves us with two narratives, each with its own merits and flaws. It leaves us with questions that only time can answer. It leaves us hoping for the best, but bracing for the worst. It leaves us looking forward to June, the month when the palace assures us King Charles will be up and about. In the end, we must remember that behind the crown and the title, King Charles is a man fighting a battle with cancer. A battle that is personal, yet magnified by the public eye. A battle that is as much about his physical health as it is about the morale of a nation. And so, we wait, we hope, and we continue to send our best wishes to King Charles. We hold on to the palace's projection of a strong and resilient king, even as we acknowledge the whispers of concern, because, after all, only time will reveal the truth, won't it? As we wait for the truth to unfold, our thoughts are with King Charles. We hope for his swift recovery. Your time and attention today is greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Remember to leave a comment. I am your loyal host, Carl.